last thing we're going to do is look at another applied example. So let's say you receive a letter from your credit card company that says you've been assigned a lotto number, essentially. It's that little string of numbers there, and if your number matches up and you send your card in on time, you will get $1 million. Well, let's suppose that your number does not match the winning number, but you get it in before the deadline and only win a free issue of the magazine. Under these conditions, did the credit card company, not the magazine, make a false claim? Well, what we need to do here is determine whether or not this is reasonable given the pieces that we have. So let's start by setting our notation. We're going to say that P is the statement that your number matches. Technically, it's a statement that your number matches the winning number, but I'll be a little bit brief. Q is the statement that you get the number in on time. That is, you send it in before the deadline. Then finally, R, that's the big one. You win the $1 million. That's what you really want to do, right? You don't want the magazine, you want the money.
Show me the money.
Obviously. So, based on our assumptions here, if we think about these in terms of their component truth values and in terms of what happened, we have that P is false because the number doesn't match. Then Q is true because you did send it on time, even though it doesn't really matter for you because you weren't sending the right number. You did at least send it on time, so maybe you should get something, like a magazine. And then finally, R is unfortunately very much false. Because a magazine generally isn't going to be worth $1 million. Well, thinking about this, then what we would get for our value here, we would get, breaking this down in our components, is since our statement can be written as P and Q, not A, implies R. That is, our statement was, if your number matches and you return it on time, then you win the money. This is a conjunction of a false statement and a true statement that is meant to imply a false statement. Well, you take false and true together, you get false. It doesn't really matter what happened to that guy, since this one here is false, the whole thing is true. It is trivially true in this case, so it's kind of easy to lose that little bit there. But this is true, which means the company told the truth. Or in other words, sorry, you can't sue them to get your prize money, but I hope it's a nice magazine.